Every Saturday, hundreds of thousands of Americans across the nation turn on their TVs, stock up on snacks, and watch their favorite college teams go head to head for pride. Some might even bet on the outcome of such games, especially in the case of intense rivalries. But how did all that come to be? Say no more, we've got you covered. So, a bit of background info on the founder of college football, Walter Camp, before we jump into the more interesting stuff. It is said that Camp went to England and saw the disarray that college based rugby was in. So, being an organized person and all, he sought to make a sport a bit like rugby, but more compact and rule based than its contemporary across the ocean, which led to the creation of college football. Of course, this could all be false. However, I'm simply reporting this because it's the most popular account of how the sport came to be. As for scores, they were coded weirdly at first by the sport's modern standards. As a matter of fact, it took till 1988 to get the scoring system we have and enjoy today. For example, at the beginning of the sport in 1883, touchdowns were worth 2 points and field goals 5, which gradually flipped around to where we now have 6 points for a touchdown and 3 for a field goal. But it wasn't until around the late 1800s where the sport started expanding. Some milestones for that era included the University of Michigan team being the first team west of Pennsylvania to be formed, and the first game in the South to be played in 1892. As college football started to grow in the 1890s, violence started spreading with people on opposing sides forming player gangs to support their home teams. This eventually culminated in the so-called Hampton Park bloodbath, where full players died as a result of the fierce state of rivalry between Harvard and Yale, the teams caught up in this unfortunate event. This led to a meeting between representatives of 62 schools who attempted to make the sport safer for fans and players alike. Eventually, the representatives collectively decided to create a rule book where everything from scoring to the number of players on each team were laid out. More importantly, perhaps, the meeting resulted in the formation of the IAAUS, which later became the National Collegiate Athletic Association, or NCAA. Back then, the formation of the IAAUS revolutionized the sport massively as it led to the creation of new positions such as the quarterback and the offensive line. In the present day, college football is one of the most widely watched sporting events nationwide, with a large dedicated fan base and an organization to keep order to this ever-growing sporting organization. New rules are being added every day to ease the flow of the game and to expand the sport worldwide, where more monetary opportunities await. If you enjoyed watching this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. We cover everything from the history of religions and empires to modern pop culture events. Stay tuned for new stuff, and goodbye.